Welcome back to the news at 10. Tricycles seem to have taken over major roads in Kano State, but not without an alarming rate of crashes. Now, this comes on the heels of the ban on commercial motorcycle operations in the metropolis, which the government says are used for violent attacks in the northern region of Nigeria. Well, now the Kano State sector of the Federal Road Safety Commission has said that over 100,000 tricycles have been registered for commercial use in the state. On our community report tonight, we examine the activities of these tricycle operators.
The yellow tricycle is a common sight on Kano roads. It is a predominant means of transportation for short distances within the city, owing to the ban on the commercial motorcycle. Its petite size means it can maneuver through heavy traffic with ease.
They tell you the exact number of the tricycles now, but we have over 100,000 plus.
As their numbers grow, managing them is gradually becoming a problem. Their maneuvering skills now border on recklessness, the major reason the commercial motorcycle was banned in the metropolis.
Some drive carefully, while some drive very rough. They drive so roughly, they sometimes cause accidents.
Although believed to be much safer than the motorcycle, it has recorded an alarming 61 crashes in the last 3 months, leaving about 17 people in critical conditions.
They lack then discipline. That is to say, if somebody is going to the left, you decide to be at the extreme right. And the moment the light gives on, traffic light gives you green to go, you now see him skidding up and blocking everybody.
The riders themselves know they are gradually becoming a menace on the road. They blame this.
We park wrongly on the road to pick passengers because there are no designated bus stops. We know it is wrong, but what can we do?
They blame this on the fact that some of their colleagues are not duly scrutinized before licensing.
The requirement from the state government, once you have registered, you got your particular plate number, and you have this carota number, you are automatic member qualified to operate, to fly the roads and carry passengers.
Some of these riders have also been accused of riding under the influence of drugs and alcohol. The onus now is on the government, road safety and traffic agencies and other stakeholders to ensure that riders stick to road ethics for the safety of their passengers and other road users.
Welcome to Business News. With the current pressure on the naira at the forex market by offshore investors, there may be need to allow the local currency adjust. And this advice is contained in the IMF's 2013 report on Nigeria, which was released on Tuesday. The report suggests that the fiscal framework should continue to be improved on, with an appropriately conservative 2014 budget, while monetary policies should remain supportively tight. The agency adds that increasing the delivery of power, broadening the agricultural production base, and increasing access to finance for SMEs could also help promote inclusive growth. It also mentions persistently lower oil revenue and domestic production, less prudent fiscal policy, ongoing security problems in the north, amongst others, as key downside risks to the growth of the Nigerian economy. Meanwhile, the naira firmed against the US dollar at the interbank market today as Chevron's local units sold the greenback and offshore funds bought local debt. The local currency closed at 161 naira 60 kobo to the dollar against Tuesday's close of 162 naira 15 kobo. Dealers are saying that the local unit of US oil firm Chevron sold about $18 million to banks, while offshore investors participating in a debt auction on Wednesday sold an undisclosed amount of dollars. Meanwhile, the CBN auctioned 200 billion naira worth of treasury bills and bonds using the Dutch auction system. Well, the world in which we live in is changing, and the demand for speed and efficiency is changing along with it. Deloitte, a leading global advisory firm, is keeping up with the demands with the presentation of its technology, media, and telecommunications predictions for 2014.
Every day there is development and improvements in technology. The media and telecommunications too are not taking the back bench. Imagine what tech devices were 10 years ago. One can only imagine what may become of them in another year or more. Deloitte, a leading global advisory company, has shown great commitment to the development of the TMT around the world.
We felt that it's important for us as an advisory community to make sure that we arm our local clients and our local businesses here in Nigeria with the ability to sort of look into the future and analyze what could become possible.
And here in this room is Deloitte's Global TMT Research Leader, Paul Lee, for the first time in Lagos to present the year's TMT predictions.
So £1,000, and it's about £2.
From the Deloitte research, it is evident that the world is gearing up to become more compact and mobile, with more hunger for greater speed and space or storage capacity.
One thing which is fascinating in Nigeria and the rest of Africa is how you're on the cusp of moving to a mobile data economy. So you're rolling out 3G networks, smartphones are becoming cheaper.
In Nigeria, it's a booming market for local content, digital media, which is being distributed on very innovative internet-type platforms. And we think, for example, such prediction would be relevant to both the media, print, television, radio, all forms of media, as they embrace the digital format.
As the different experts in this room exchange ideas, one thing very important is where Nigeria stands at this time that it has become the #1 economy on the continent. This Deloitte says it will do its bit to help foster. Sheun Okinbaloye, reporting for Channels Television News.
To the Nigerian stock market, where investors took profit off stocks, pushing the all-share index down by 0.54%, eroding the gains recorded on Tuesday. Harriet Agbe tells us more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Reports. Let's run you through today's trading figures. Sell pressure dominated activities at the Nigerian equities market, eroding the gains recorded on Tuesday after a two-day holiday to celebrate Easter. While the all-share index, though still above 39,000 psychological line, slipped by 0.54% to close at 39,194.09. Our market capitalization rose to 12.88 trillion naira. Market breadth was positive as there were 26 gainers to 21 losers. Heavyweight Dangote Cement was among the top price gainers for the day, adding 2 naira 11 kobo to its share price to close at 213 naira. Also among the day's gainers are Total and CAP PLC. Nestle and Seplat Petroleum Development Company for a second trading day led the price laggards, shedding 11 naira and 6 naira 46 kobo each from their share price. Okomo Oil gave up gains made in the previous session to make the list. For financial services sector, majorly banks were the most actively traded equities for the day, particularly FBN Holdings, Zenith Bank and Guarantee Trust Bank. When stocks crossed the finish line, investors had in 5,221 deals exchanged 356.51 million shares for 5.27 billion naira. Well, those are today's trading figures. I'm Harriet Agbenyi.
Thanks a lot, Harriet. And that's business news this hour. The news at 10 continues in a moment.